This is Volusia Today, a public information radio program brought to you by the County of Volusia.
Good morning, Volusia County. My name is Michael Ryan, and you are listening to Volusia Today. Apparently, we are a public information program. We've got to change that intro, Heather. That could not sound. I would turn the radio off if I heard that.
Well, what are we then?
I've not even introduced you yet. Can you just hang tight for 1 second? Special guest. Hold on 1 second. My name is Michael Ryan, and I am your Volusia County Communication Information Director. I make my title up every day. And I'm joined by my co-host, Heather Belden. Good morning, Heather.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Happy Friday.
Yeah, happy Friday.
St. Patrick's Day weekend.
Big plans. Oh, well, is it really? I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Get your corned beef and cabbage.
So I got a house full of kids now, man. Like St. Patrick's Day is a whole different. I don't even know what it is now at this point in my life. Well, parades probably.
Yeah, maybe a bowl of Lucky Charms.
Yeah, no, I'll do that. Heather, we have two special guests, but we're going to start with the first one today. Would you like to introduce our special guest?
Yes. So we have joining us. If you have listened to Volusia Today, he's probably familiar to you. If you've been listening for a long time, if you're kind of new to our show, he's been on a little hiatus, but we have Volusia County Community Information's David Hunt with us.
Good morning, David.
I thought I was a co-host. I didn't know I was a special guest.
Oh, no. Well, today, Dave
I feel a little nervous.
Dave, get ready. So Dave, today is a very special day. David, you've sat in front of that mic many, many times over several years. Today will be your last, at least in this capacity. Congratulations. You are moving on to smaller and worse things. Where are you going?
I thought you were going to say greener.
Not bigger, better. No.
I am going over to the 7th Judicial Circuit for the state of Florida. I'm going to be the court communications officer over there, and I start Monday. It's exciting stuff. I will miss Volusia County. Over the years, it's been awesome just working with the team and having the ability to learn from so many great leaders and so many just skilled professionals across the board. You know, the community information team has been great, but just the county in general, all the different departments and divisions. I've learned a lot. It's been an amazing experience. I'm coming off of 6 weeks of FMLA leave. I just had a baby. Me and the wife just had a baby. So that ends today. I'm back. So on the radio right now, I haven't been really reintroduced back into society. So I figure this is a good kind of like buffer to then start the new job on Monday. But it's exciting, and I will miss everybody at the county. But I plan to stay in contact, stay involved, watch I don't know if I'm weird, but I watch all the county council meetings. I watch all the city council meetings. I find it interesting.
You're weird, but not for that.
Well, that makes you engaged. Yeah.
So I'll stay an engaged resident. Stay up to date with what's going on, and I'm sure a lot of the relationships that I made over the years will continue.
Okay, Dave. Well, in honor of your last day on the radio, at least in this capacity, I would like for you to host the show if you can. Winston, you do not cut this from the video, okay?
Special guest host. Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
Winston, make sure you leave the video.
So here's
Dave taking over the chair.
Winston, am I in the video right now, or do I got to move down?
Winston, can you see me now?
For those listening, Dave's what, 6'5"?
Yeah.
Okay, tread lightly.
Oh.
Be careful.
Michael's 5'10", like every other man in this country.
Okay, so back to the show. Welcome to Volusia Today.
Yeah, welcome to Volusia Today, and we've been starting these shows with what's going on around the county. I have been staying engaged, but I'm not going to lie, I don't know exactly the current events that are happening and what's coming up. So, Heather, what's happening?
Nothing could be more current than the bull riding event happening at the Ocean Center this weekend.
Yeehaw.
And I don't know if you guys have ever been to a rodeo or a bull riding event, but man, nothing made me feel more American than just sitting back and people watching. But it's 8 seconds to glory.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and family friendly. They have some pre-event things that are going on, and tickets are still available. So if you're looking for something to do, it is Saturday. And you can visit the Ocean Center's website. You can visit volusia.org. We have it on our calendar.
I think tickets, Heather, were about $30 a person.
Yeah, they're
which
not
I mean
much.
that's 3 Starbucks basically. So you can get a whole days of entertainment, and there is a bunch of cool free stuff for the kids. It's a great kid thing.
Yeah,
for
so if you're looking for something to do, definitely that. The Ocean Center also has the 3rd annual Fully Loaded Comedy Festival coming this June. And I think, Michael, you're a fan of the headliner?
Yeah, that was a big coup for us to get that, and the okay, refresh my memory. Who's the headliner?
Bert
Yeah,
Kreischer.
But the bill on that is pretty deep. I think David Spade's on there.
Okay.
There are a handful of other, like, what I would consider to be headliners, all in one day, and so that's going to be a big day. And Heather, it's Father's Day.
It is Father's Day, so if you're looking for ideas, go ahead and snag some of those tickets, and you'll be the hero of your family.
Dave continues to make himself a father, so he'll probably get like a suite of tickets. He'll probably get 6 or something.
Some other things happening. The Marine Science Center just announced that they're having their, I think it's like almost 30th annual Turtle Day. It's up there. It is April 6th. It's a free event, which if you do go to the Marine Science Center, normally there's a little admission, but this time on Turtle Day, it's free. It is April 6th from 10 until 3. They have food, live music, crafts, exhibits, and then obviously just all the information you could ever want about sea turtle and seabird rehabilitation. If you have not been there, go. Drop everything and go. It is such a cool place. Dave, have you been?
The Marine Science Center?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, so my wife, during the FMLA, one of her things that she wanted to get done was to go to the Marine Science Center. She's from Maryland, so she hasn't, I think we've gone maybe like once, but I have 2 days left, so hopefully we'll be down there this week.
It's
running out of time.
So yeah, that's some of the things that are going on here.
I got a question for you. Summer camps, is there any open availability left for summer camps?
So I actually spoke with our Parks and Recreation and Culture Division yesterday, and there are a few spots left. They opened up registration online for the first time. They used to do a very old school registration, if you will, via paper and having to go to the site. So this year they launched their online registration, and it has done extremely well. Volusia County Summer Camp is the best, in my opinion. So if you are looking for that as an option this summer, I would suggest you get on it.
Don't forget the junior lifeguard camp.
And that's our special. That's our real special guest.
Tammy just couldn't wait.
Deputy Chief Tammy Malfirst with Volusia County Beach Safety. So tell us about the junior lifeguard program.
This is a great program for kids if you want to drop your child off and have them completely exhausted at the end of the day. Put them in this camp.
How young do you start? Because
9 years old,
oh,
and it's not a learn to. It's 9 to 15, but it's not a learn to swim program. They have to go through their tryouts, and you can find all that information on Volusia.org. But they do have to try out, and they have to qualify. But this is, they learn all their life-saving skills all day, and get a lot of exercise: running, swimming, paddling, and basic first aid. They learn a lot about the beach environment. There's a lot of great things in the program.
I'm a graduate. I spent all my summers since 9 as a kid at the junior lifeguard program. And yeah, I think it's invaluable. I think all the stuff is still ingrained in my brain, like the identification of rip currents. I learned how to surf at the junior lifeguard program. Every day, at the end of the day, they give us an hour. They got a bunch of soft top surfboards, and I learned how to surf there. So that stuck with me for the rest of my life. So yeah, my daughter's 8. I can't wait to try to ask her if she'd like to participate in that program next year, because it's huge, and you still have spots open.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
My son went through it also, and when he turned 16, became a lifeguard, and he thanked me for putting him through that camp, because it really is a lot of educational lifeguarding stuff that when you do start as a lifeguard, you have all that basic knowledge.
Yeah, thank you, Mom, as well.
Do you find that that's normal? Like, a lot of the junior lifeguards do become lifeguards?
We have a lot of them that do become lifeguards. We're trying to get more of them involved, and we're starting things throughout the whole year now. We're trying to get them, keep them involved throughout the whole year, not just the summer. We're in the Christmas parades and other things that we do. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you guys just raised the starting pay for lifeguards, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Our seasonal lifeguards went up to $17 per hour, and also there's a bonus. So once you complete the class, the training, you get $1,000, and then you also get another bonus if you work a certain amount of weekends and holidays. And all that information is on our website also.
And that's part-time seasonal lifeguards, correct?
Yes. And we're right now in the middle of those tryouts. We have another one tomorrow at the Ormond Y. And also we do have a swim workshop tomorrow also. So if you think that maybe your skills aren't quite what they should be, go to that workshop and we'll help you out so you can pass those requirements.
Yeah, I did the tryouts last year just to see if I had what it took to become a lifeguard.
At this point, you're at this age.
At this age,
Yeah.
How'd that go?
Well, here's the deal.
He
though.
did awesome.
Well,
and he showed off.
no, I didn't.
Not Dave. Dave
No,
did
I
not
did
show
not.
up.
Well, at the age, so right, like what I learned through this whole process in part-time seasonal lifeguards is it really does not matter how old you are. It does not matter what you do. You can be anybody and be a part-time lifeguard. You do need to be physically fit. You do need to stay active, but you can be, I don't know, you have some 50, 60-year-old part-time lifeguards, I think.
Oh,
correct?
yeah, we do. Absolutely. And, there's no age limit. You have to be 16, obviously, but there's no age limit. We have those lifeguards out there that stay with us for a while.
And I talked to some last year, and there was one guy, I forgot his name, but his son was a lifeguard, and he worked an office job during the day, and he tried out to be a part-time lifeguard just to be able to spend that time with his son. Little did he know, as he went through the process and became a lifeguard, what he said his favorite thing is this keeps me young.
Yes.
I get to hang out with all these people. I get to sit on the beach. I get to save lives. This keeps me young.
That's so
Absolutely.
cool.
It was amazing. It was. We still got some video of that if we want to make a reel and get it on social media. But it was impactful for sure. And then there was also last
There was
year.
a woman you always told me about. She inspired you. She was by day in the medical field.
She was like a neurosurgeon for Advent Health. I think she might
Yes.
actually be. Yeah.
Yeah, and she came out and tried out with us. She's my age. I'm not going to tell you what that is.
Oh, come
but
on.
She's 29.
Yeah.
and she came out and she tried out and she did great. And we love having people like that, and they love being on the beach, and spending their day on the beach. It's a fun job. And it keeps you young, keeps you physically fit.
Is Jack still a part-time lifeguard?
Oh yeah, Jack.
Yeah.
He's probably I don't even want to guess his age, but he worked for us full time for many years, and I think he probably started in the 70s, and he's still part-time lifeguard.
I got one more story with that involved with that. So I went over there. I was doing some filming with y'all, and there's a workout during the day, right? So I come in and I took my lunch break and got a workout, and Jack was down there. And Jack's like, oh, yeah, we're just going to go get a quick run in. And I'm like, I'm nervous. I'm like, I hope this guy doesn't just smoke me. Sure enough, he smoked me. Like, he beat me down the beach, beat me back. I'm like, geez, Louise, I go over there and get humbled by the athleticism and the physical fitness that you all have going on.
Absolutely. We had the Navy here just a few weeks ago, and when they showed up, we told them we're going to go swim and we're going to do all this stuff. And they were very surprised by, our lifeguards and our swimming abilities. So.
But like you said, if you go to the workshop if you're a little worried about the swim, because the 500-meter swim is probably the biggest hurdle to get into the price. 10 minutes, under 10 minutes, 500 meters. And like I did the trials last year, and there were some young high school swimmers there, right? And Mark had let them go, and then he was going to let me go. And I'm like, perfect. I don't have to like get embarrassed by these kids.
Yeah.
Sure enough, these kids end up sticking around. They're like, oh, we want to see what you do. So I get in the pool, and the first 200 meters, I burn my arms out. I'm breathing hard. I got to like take a break, And
Yeah.
So it was tough,
Yeah, I mean, it is tough. And if you're not a swimmer, I didn't have a swimming background, so I had to work at it, and it's doable. Like
It's
I
definitely
said, go to
doable.
this workshop, and we can help you out, and we can help you pass those swim requirements.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm planning to come back. We'll see, but maybe next season I'll come back and be a
I'm going to hold you to that.
yeah part-time seasonal lifeguard. So during this FMLA, I have been spending some time on the beach. Me and my wife have took in Sturgis. That's my son's name down there. Probably 6 or 7 times. I actually saw you down on the beach one day.
Yeah, he's adorable.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. He is. He's awesome. But it's been busy. A couple times I've been down there, and it's packed. It's a packed. Tell us what's going on, how it's been.
Well, you see the weather, the way the weather's been. It's warming up. The water's warming up. The spring breakers are in town. We actually rescued probably about 35 people out of the water over the last 4 or 5 days. So there are people in the water. It's busy down there. Make sure when you come to the beach, you swim in front of those staff lifeguard towers. Download our Volusia Beaches app It has real-time information. You can find out where those towers are, and it has a lot of other great information as well.
Yeah, if you take one thing out of this episode, it's download the Volusia Beaches app. We'll be headed down there. I've been going to the beach my whole life. I learned about this when I started working for the county, and I'll be driving to the beach even to this day and be like, I'll tell my wife, I'll be like, pull up the Volusia Beaches app, see what ramps are open. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have those high tides this weekend in the middle of the day, so make sure you get on that app and find out which beach access ramps are open and closed, but pay attention to those tides as well.
It's a really good resource.
Dave, your one thing was not to take out of this is not the one thing I thought you were going to say.
What was it?
What's the second thing?
Just, it was great working with everybody. Everybody's an amazing
no,
professional.
You don't have to suck up
You
anymore,
can stop.
Dave.
Yeah, you
You're
stop
on your
sucking
way
up,
out.
man. You got like 6 hours left. You're good. No, the other thing is, and you're the one that taught me this. Always swim in front of a lifeguard.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the second thing,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's important.
Well, you're right. That is number one for sure.
Tammy, the 35 sounds like a lot to me, but I don't know. What is that a normal number? Or is that high? Because
That's
it's been
probably
great?
an average number. Sometimes during these busy weekends, it's not. I mean, we can rescue up to like 200-300 people throughout the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So that's a busy weekend. 35 over the last 4 or 5 days is not anything out of the ordinary.
It feels like a lot of those rescues could be prevented. Is that true?
Well, maybe, but the most important thing is swimming in front of those staff lifeguard towers, because if you're not in front of that lifeguard tower, they're not going to be there to tell you what to do to be safe for the day. So that's the most important thing. And the other thing is listen to that lifeguard. They'll tell you what to do, the safe bathing limit for the day. So that's the most important thing.
Is the biggest risk you're seeing rip currents right now?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The biggest risk on our beach is always rip currents. Usually people like to talk about a lot of other things, but rip currents is the number one danger on our beach. That's why it's so important to be in front of those lifeguards.
And we talk about identifying rip currents, right? And we've been trying to get the drone shot, right? You've probably seen it on social media or the drone picture where you're way up above and the water's clear and you can clearly see the water rushing out, the dirty, mucky water rushing out, and this beautiful rip current looking thing. But the reality is that really happens. I think the first time that's happened, I've been here for 3.5 years. I went to the beach on FMLA, took my paddleboard out, and the water was crystal clear. You could see the rip current in that I don't know, what kind of shape would you call that?
Like a river,
the two
kinda?
channels going out and
Yeah.
then rushing out to the ocean. And I was like, geez Louise, I didn't bring my drone today. I don't have my camera, but this is it. This is the
it's
the
a
shot.
channel of water, and most people cannot recognize a rip current.
Right.
You come to the beach, everything kind of looks the same to you. There's waves, it's so that's why it's so important to be in front of those lifeguards. They can let you know where those rip currents are and help you spot them. But yeah, and if you do find yourself caught in a rip current, don't panic. It's not going to pull you underwater. It's just going to pull you into deeper water. Wave for help. Swim parallel to shore, left or right. Don't try to swim back through that rip current.
Right.
But most importantly, if you're in front of that lifeguard, a lot of times will see you caught in a rip current before you even realize it.
How close in front of the lifeguard are you thinking? Like, can I just need to be able to see them down the beach, or like right in front of them?
Right in front of them.
The closer the better, right?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
And then if
Yeah.
you are uncomfortable, just stay in waist deep water. Like if you have any qualms about your swimming ability, waist deep water.
Yeah, waist deep water where you can touch the bottom securely at all times. A lot of times people will get out there and get hit by a wave and then lose their balance and then find themselves caught in a rip current, and that happens quite often.
Yeah, panic I think is definitely what can lead to really dangerous situations, because you can't really plan for when you do get panicked. You kind of
That's the main thing. Don't panic and be in front of that lifeguard.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be back with more of Volusia Today.
Subscribe to the Volusia County YouTube channel.
And hit the bell icon to know what's happening in your hometown.
There are so many great places to explore.
And things to learn.
With over 1,000 videos available right now, the channel offers something for everyone.
Let's go!
Did you know we have countless features showcasing history, nature, wildlife, and recreation? Subscribe and hit the bell icon.
Or that we live stream important county meetings and workshops where leaders make decisions that can impact our everyday lives. Did you subscribe yet?
Or that we record our weekly radio show, Volusia Today, where we interview staff from the different divisions and departments across our great county, and they discuss the nitty-gritty of their field and expertise.
Go ahead, subscribe.
But that's not it. There's more. Subscribe and hit the bell icon and fully explore.
Score!
We're back, and you're listening to Volusia Today. I'm David Hunt, and you have Heather Belden, Michael Ryan, and Deputy Chief Tammy Malfirst with Volusia County Beach Safety in the studio. And we're talking beach. It's beach season. It's warming up around here. We live in Volusia County. We live in Florida, and it is time to get to the beach, get out there and have fun. But you also want to stay safe. We talked a little bit on rip currents. What else should we be looking out for on the beach?
Well, it's spring break. A lot of people come in from out of town. It's really important to make sure you wear that sunscreen. Don't try to get a quick tan, and reapply that sunscreen probably every 20 minutes. You're in the sun, you're sweating, you're in the water, so make sure you wear that sunscreen. Remember, alcohol is strictly prohibited on the beach in any type of container, so don't be bringing your alcohol down here on the beach either.
Tell me, beyond just the law, like it's a really great idea to do a bunch of tequila and go in the ocean, right?
No, absolutely. Our beach is not a safe place to. We have driving on our beach, so it's not it's a safety issue to drink on our beach. We have driving. We have the rip currents, so it's not a safe thing to do. And also, heat exhaustion. You get down on that beach, you start drinking alcohol in the sun. You can get heat exhaustion as well.
So stay hydrated. Just
stay hydrated.
not
Drink
that
plenty of
kind
water.
And the driving, I think, is something else that because we do get a lot of visitors, right? So it's when you are driving on the beach, the windows down, headlights on, 10 miles an hour. But then it's also like if you're down at the beach and you have your family, that traffic lane, you need to be super aware of that traffic lane.
Absolutely. If you bring small children to the beach, remember it is a driving beach. So make sure that you hold their hand whenever crossing that traffic lane. Also, another tip is set up all your belongings on the water side of the traffic lane.
Mm-hmm.
Your tents, your coolers, your chairs, everything you're going to need for the day. That limits the children from wanting to travel back and forth across that traffic lane. And also, we have many areas of the beach that are traffic free, and you can find that on our beach app as well.
Right, a lot of beach access points for sure.
I was just going to say another thing with the driving is I don't think people are aware of sometimes there are areas of soft sand, and sometimes you have to be aware of the tides that you can't drive on the beach, or if you are on the beach, you're not leaving the beach until that tide goes back.
Yeah, pay attention to all that stuff. Also, we have a lot of soft sand issues, especially getting into the summer. We tend to get those soft sand issues, and make sure you pay attention to those signs as well.
Yeah, and the Volusia Beaches app, I think, shows which ramps are for four-wheel drive or they're closed because of issues like that. So again, like Dave said, download that Volusia Beaches app. It has so much information.
And I also, so there's the cars, right? When I was a kid, there was just the cars in the traffic lanes. But now we have these electric bikes, these one wheels. I think the message really is if you're going to the beach, be hyper aware of all your surroundings at all times to stay safe, and swim in front of a staff lifeguard tower.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have those. We have all kinds of electronic devices down there that people are riding. They're fun, but remember, when you're riding those, you do have to obey the speed limit as well. And also, you need to keep those things out of the natural area.
Yeah, and so the natural area, okay, so I went down one time and I saw Volusia County Beach Safety lifeguards actually placing the conservation poles, right? Those... You guys do that too?
We do everything, especially in the wintertime. We basically do all the maintenance on our traffic signs, our towers. We replace those conservation posts. Those have to be in place for people to be able to drive on the beach. And of course, with the hurricanes and some severe weather, we lose those. So we have to get those put in place before we can open to driving.
And talk about a monumental task, parking and setting up parking on the beach, right? You play a part in that as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's probably the hardest thing to do on a summer morning.
I'm sure.
You get all these cars on the beach, and you do have to, make sure those people are clear from the parking area. People do like to set up in the parking area, not realizing that it is the parking area. So you're not allowed to set up in between the cars. So we ask the people to set up down by water's edge is probably the best thing. But when we get those high tides, set up, in front or behind your vehicle, not in between the vehicles.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of what goes on down there. Just not everybody knows, and some people don't know. And I would say just don't get frustrated if you do know. Some people are going to do it, and it is what it is. There's a lot of people down there.
Yes.
So we're going to take our last break, and we'll finish up Volusia Today.
Make the most of your day at the beach. Download the Volusia County Beaches app today. Sign up for real-time notifications on vehicle ramp openings and closings. Find staffed lifeguard towers. Get updates on tides and beach conditions, plus off-beach parking and coastal parks info. Volusia County Beaches app is available for your smart devices at the App Store and Google Play.
We're back with Volusia Today. Wow, this segment just flew by. We got a minute 54, 53, 52 left. Michael, we got some last minute news we got to get in before you leave. Tammy, thanks for all the great beach information.
You're
welcome.
Go ahead, Tammy. Sorry.
No.
No, I'm good.
I want to encourage everybody as you head into the weekend to go to volusia.org and sign up for News You Can Use, our brand new newsletter, e-newsletter for residents, businesses, visitors, and anybody who has any interest in Volusia County. It's our inaugural issue, Dave. So
Okay, wow.
Yeah, now that you're an outsider, you need to go sign up so you can
I'm definitely going to sign up.
stay engaged.
Good.
And you can do that at volusia.org. Please sign up, and it'll be a monthly newsletter, short, sweet, easy, but stay up to date on Volusia stuff.
I'm going to sign up.
In addition to newsletters, Volusia County, we are on social media across pretty much every platform. We've got Facebook, Instagram.
Heather just did a very cool line dancing video for DeBerry Hall.
Oh, yeah, go
very
check
entertaining.
It out.
It's really
Actually,
good.
go line dance. It was a lot of fun. But we also, this Volusia Today is available on all your podcast platforms. So if you've missed an episode or you want to go back and listen to an older episode, please go.
Yeah, comment, let us know what you want to see. You can get on there on the YouTube comments and be like, hey, that was a good show, or hey, maybe we want to see this. I don't know. Let us know.
Be nice.
Feedback. Yeah, be nice, of course.
Tammy-
we have feelings too.
Tammy, thank you very much for being our special guest today.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
And Dave.
Wait. Tammy, what are the last minute messages? Michael's trying to do this.
No. The last minute message is you. Tammy will be back next week.
Dave, this is your last time live with Volusia Today.
Well, thank you, Volusia County. It's been an honor to serve, and I'll miss everybody. And hopefully I can come back in the studio with the 7th Judicial Circuit.
Dave's about to cry, Heather. You see that Dave's crying?
He'll be sorely missed.
I do cry. I'm a man. I can say that. No, but it's been a lot of fun, and I appreciate it. And just stay classy, Volusia County, and enjoy the weekend. Get out, swim in front of a staff lifeguard tower. We'll see you around.